So as you can see from this image, they're selling around about 600 of these per month for $7 each. So if we times 600 by 7, they are generating over $4,000 per month from this specific method. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do step by step in this tutorial. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Make Money Online video. In this video, I'm going to show you a method where people are generating well over $1,000 per month. And it's a very simple, straightforward method that's very simple to understand. In fact, it's so simple that I can take you through this in a few simple steps, and we can do this step by step. And I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. Now, this is one of the longer videos that we've done recently, so you're going to want to make sure you watch all the way to the end so you understand all the information so you can go and do this yourself if you would like to try and make money online with this specific method. Now, you won't need a website to do this, so you won't need any experience with coding or anything like that. So it's not very complicated to go and do this. And I know that's important when people are looking for methods to make money online. They don't want to go and set up a complicated website and do coding or anything like that. So how can you actually make money with this? I'm going to show you in a minute and take you through everything that you need to know. So let's jump into this tutorial and I'll show you how you can make money online selling books step by step. All right, guys, so there's a few steps to this method and I'll try and take you through them step by step so it's really easy to understand. The first step you want to do is you want to go and check out a website called bookbolt.io. Now, what this website does is it's a software that's going to give us everything that we need to make this happen. We don't need any other software. We only need this one. And what this does is we can find the most popular books on Amazon Kindle. We can find low competition keywords. We can find everything that we need to make this work. We can even design the books that we need. Now, these are going to be low content books, which means there's actually going to be no words in them. And I'll explain to you how that works as we progress through this tutorial. But we can design books. We can do everything. We can design puzzle books, activity books, coloring books, but we are going to focus on low interior, low content books that are super easy to create. And I'm even going to show you how to create one on this very short tutorial. Now, they have given me a special promotion for you guys. If you would like to check this out, it is an affiliate link you can check out in the description to get access to this at a discount. But this is what we're going to be using throughout the tutorial to make this process work so you can go and make money online. You can get a link below to check out bookbolt.io. Now, when you log into this specific software, this is what it's going to look like. And they have loads of tutorials that you can go through in case you feel like some more tutorials after this specific video. We're going to cover as much as we can, but they might cover something a little bit extra that also helps you progress through this specific method. So now let's move on to the next thing. And the first thing we need to do with this is a little bit of research before we actually start to create the book. You want to click on what is called the cloud. And what the cloud does is it takes the best sellers from Amazon Kindle. So it basically eliminates most of the homework so we can find what's selling and we can go and use this data to create our own book. Now you'll see, so we can do search by top 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, but this is the most important part right here. We can do notebooks, journals, music sheets, calendars, planners, coloring books, activity books, puzzle books, comics, guest book. And what you might notice is these are books that don't actually require any of your own content. So for example, a journal doesn't require your own content. This software can generate a journal. A calendar can be generated through this software. You don't need to actually go and create your own book or write anything, right? A coloring book is the same. And you can actually, and a sketchbook, and a notebook as well. So these are called low content or thin content books that we can create with the software and make money online with. So let's go to journal and see what pops up. Now, this is going to give you a general idea of what is the top selling, but you also got to put in a little bit of effort yourself just in case there's kind of like a diamond in the rough that you might see or might think of. So these are some of the specific journals that are selling the best right now on Amazon KDP. We're actually going to go and make money with this. So let's take a look at this one, for example. It's got a really nice cover and it tells us all of the information that we need to know. But first of all, one thing you do want to do is you want to go and click on results data. And this is going to give you an idea of the price that these are selling for. So we have the lowest price, we have the highest price, and the average price. what you can do is this is going to give you a good idea of how to price your journal. Now, the average price is $9.87. You want to do something around about this at the lower end. So maybe $9, $8.50, $9.50. You don't really want to go over because this is the average that they're selling for. So you're going to make more sales if you are around the average and probably on the lower end of the average. So just keep that in mind. You should sell your particular books for around about this price at the lower end. Now, keep in mind there's different types of journals, and I will show you how you can find that information in a second. But if we go and look at this, let's go and see how much this specific website, so let's see how much this specific book is making per month. They're selling this for around about $7. I will get my calculator out. We can do 7 times 600, we'll just say 600 flat is 4,200 per month. So they are selling around about, on average, 600 books. They are selling for a price of $7. They're making around about 4,200, we'll say 4,000 flat per month from selling a simple journal online that just has essentially blank pages inside it. Now, we're doing this a little bit backwards. Usually you would do this when you're optimizing to sell the specific journal. So what I would do next is I would click on keywords and I would go to keywords and go to search. And what I would do is I would put in journal, which I've done for this training, and go to search. What this is going to do is it shows you some of the best keywords that we can focus on, but it's going to give you ideas for different types of journals. Because the thing is, you can make money by selling journals in general, but if you can sell a specific type, you could potentially make more money. What I found interesting was things like vintage journals, and there was another one that turned up before that was affirmation journals. So we're going to focus on an affirmation journal in this specific tutorial. And then we will come back and we'll focus more on keywords when we're actually optimizing the specific journal to sell. So what you want to do now is you want to go up to here. Okay, this little man symbol up here, this little person symbol, and you want to go to Book Bolt Designer, and we're actually going to go and design our book. Now, just need to log in real quick. All right, so I've logged back in, and what I do is I just choose the normal settings here. I don't change anything, and I'm going to click submit. The only thing I might change is actually the page count, so I'm going to put in 40 pages here. Remember, we don't need to provide the content for the book. It's going to do it all for us. We just need to design the cover, which is really, really simple. And we can do this with free content. Now, what I've done is I created a journal before this tutorial. So we're going to use that throughout this tutorial, but I'll quickly show you how you can design and what this actually does. So on the left side, we have the back of the Kindle that we're going to create. And on the right side, we have the front. So just keep that in mind. Now, what I did is I went to a website called pexels.com. You can get royalty-free images from here that you can use. And I went down and I downloaded these 2 images here because this is about affirmations. Now, the niche that you go in is going to be up to you, but you just go based off the information that I showed you in that software on the top sellers. So if I go back to the designer and I go to images, these are the images that I had. So I just drag this on. I had this one on the back. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that the image goes all the way to the edge, outer edge of the red line, and on the center, make it a roundabout in the middle. There's a helicopter going over, so I do apologize if you can hear that. On the right side, and it will be gone in a second, I suppose. On the right side, we're going to do the same, and this is the front, okay? So, happy to be me, be you. Some affirmation stuff. Like I said, I don't know much about this niche, so I'm guessing this is a good thing, right? Then we can put some text in if we like. So for example, I can go and put this onto the top, and I can actually bring this down. I can stretch this out a bit more. I can bring this down maybe like, if I want, make it a little bit smaller. We'll just make it like that. When you export it, it'll fix itself up with the overlap. And you can put in here journal if you want, right? Okay, so I put journal, and you can make this bigger, smaller if you want, or you can change the color, usually like maybe go for black or something like that. And then you can move the image down a bit if you want. You could put a background behind there if you like. You can really do whatever you like, right? But just remember, this is the back, this is the front. Put on an image, or you can do some drawings if you like, text, shapes, really up to you, depending on how creative you are. Like I could bring in this horse if I want. We could have like a nice horse here. If it was a horsey journal, I guess. Oh, actually, you know what? Something better for this might be butterflies, you know, positivity, energy, all that sort of stuff for, affirmations. But all you need to do is, once you've actually done this, is just click on download. And then I'll show you how to create the inner pages, which will automatically generate for you. You don't have to do any work. But just click download and I'll come back once this is ready. It's just preparing the covers for download. All right, so now it's ready for me to download, and all I need to do is click download right here. Okay, and you can name it and you can download it. And this is going to download a paperback book cover, back and front. You can see the line in the middle. You can scroll around and you can see that it's exactly how we created it in the software, and this is ready to go. The next step is we need to actually go back and create the interior pages. So you want to click on interior. Now, if I am going a little bit fast, I do apologize, but there is a lot to cover in a short amount of time. What you want to do is I usually just put it on no bleed, or you can put it on bleed, doesn't matter. That's that little ring around, that little red ring around. We'll just put it on bleed actually. And you want to do it the same size, so 6:9, and we'll just put in the paper count as 40. And what you want to do is you want to choose the one that you want to use. So essentially this will be good for a to-do list, right? But you can have stuff like this, blank pages. And what you're creating is a journal. So you don't have to create any of the content inside. This self-generates that content inside. This is how cool this is. And then you can do like your calendars if you're doing a calendar. You can do all sorts of different stuff. It's really, really cool. Like hourly worksheets, right? Which I just saw up here. Hourly, I guess that's an hourly worksheet. All sorts of stuff, right? But we're going to keep this nice and simple. And I'm going to go with this one here, a blank page. And I'm going to go download. And what that's going to do is that's going to process again. It did it pretty quickly this time. And we now have these blank pages that we can upload into our book when we go to sell it to make money online. So I'm going to download this again, and I'm going to download it and save it. So what I'll do is I can use the cover that we just created instead of the one that I created before. So we now have a cover ready to go, and we have the interior pages ready to go as well, 40 of them, that we can now use to go and make money online with books, okay? And to do all of this, we used the bookbolt.io software, and we're gonna come back to this in a second, and we're gonna do some more with this specific software to make money with some books. So now let's move on to how you can actually make money uploading books to Amazon KDP. So the next step you want to do to make money online with this method using books is you want to go to Kindle Direct Publishing. You can find this in Google, or you can simply go to kdp.amazon.com. And what this is we can self-publish these books on Amazon to millions of readers online. Now there's a bit of optimization we're going to have to do, but it's really simple to do, and I'm going to show you in this video, and you can follow along step by step. So the first thing you want to do is you want to sign up to the actual Kindle platform. And you can do this if you already have an Amazon account, or you can go through and sign up. I'm not going to take you through that step because signing up to this is pretty simple to do. You just need to put in your information and you're ready to go. Now, when you've actually signed up your account, you should come to something that looks like this. I just signed up a dummy account so you can see exactly what you're going to see. You're first of all going to have to put in some information just to let them know like how you want to get paid and things like that. You can do this just by clicking update now. And then you can actually go and upload your contents. This is a draft that I've been messing around with, but let's get to it and I'll take you through this step by step to get your book on Amazon so people will go and buy it. Now we have a paperback book, so I'm going to go plus paperback right here. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring up all of the information right here. The first thing is book title, and then there's some more information that you need to go through. What I want to focus on this page mainly is the title and the keywords, okay? Because we need to actually optimize this for Amazon so people can find it. So our main keyword for this specific journal is going to be affirmation journal. Now, if we go back to BookBolt and I put in my keyword and I put in affirmation journal, we have 36,000 searches on the Amazon website and then 2,400 on Google. And then there's all of these other kind of sub keywords as well. The most important thing to do, and this is kind of like the 101 of keyword optimization, is you want to have the keyword in the title. Now, what I do recommend you do is go into Amazon and research the competition and see what they're putting in the title but I'm just going to put something really basic here so you can kind of get the idea. Okay, so what I've done is I've put 40-page clear affirmation journal for day-to-day tasks. Now, you will notice that this specific journal that I did create isn't really an affirmation journal. It's just a blank journal. I don't know too much about affirmation, but the reason I picked this one is just so you can see an example of because most people will just go do journal, right? And that's too broad. And this is just an example of something that I've found. Affirmation journals is 95,000, 36,000. So I just want to give you an example of a bit of a niched down journal. Okay, so I've just put this in. Now you would need to do your research and you would need to decide what is going to be the best title for you, but I've just done it like this, okay? But you need to make sure you have affirmation journal or affirmation journals in the title if that's the keyword you're going to be targeting or whatever keyword you're going to be targeting. And we're going to get back into keywords in a second. The next one is you need to do this type of stuff here. So fill out this information here. Also fill in this, but then also do a description. Now with the description, you also want to put your keyword in there, okay? A few times. And not just the main keyword, you want to put other keywords as well if you can. So once again, go and find similar journals to what you're doing on Amazon and see what kind of descriptions they have done. Now, the next step is you can do I own the copyrights to this. Now, even though I use royalty-free images, make sure you actually read the license because not all royalty-free images can be used or resold. But wherever you download your royalty-free images from, you should be able to reuse them. Just read the license, okay? But not all of them. You can do that. So for the keywords, for example, I would do something like affirmation journal, affirmation journals, and then maybe something like just journal in general as well. You don't necessarily have to fill out every single one, but it is a good idea to actually go and fill out as much as you can. But don't put keywords in there if they're not relevant. That's probably the most important takeaway from here. So I'm just going to put affirmation journal, affirmation journals, and journal. And then choose a category to put this into. And then is it adult content? No. So go and fill out all of this information. Then you can move on to the next step. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm going through this information quickly because a lot of it is kind of explains itself. And if you have any questions, you could also ask Amazon as well if you have no idea how this works. Now, what you would do here is just assign me a KDP ISBN number. It's kind of like just a stock number. It's used in also Amazon affiliate marketing. And then these are your print options and things like that. Okay, so we've got 6x9. You can do your no bleed or bleed PDF only. Just match what your settings were from that software. Now, this is how we need to actually do this. We need to upload the manuscript. So we're going to upload the pages. Then what you need to do is upload your cover. Now, the next thing you want to do is you actually want to preview the book. I clicked it and it took a while to load up, so I paused the video, but this is what it looks like. And you can go through and you can do a quality check to check the book. I put in my ISBN number, so it automatically generated one for me. And you can go and check to make sure it's actually all good. So we can see that this is the back, this is the front, and then we have these pages in here where people can write down in this journal that we have created. So it's all here, all ready to go, and we can now go and upload this to Amazon if we like, so we can make money. But just go through the print previewer and just have a look to make sure everything lines up and everything looks good. Okay, I just zoomed in then, but that's what you want to do. And then you can also download it if you want. But this is pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to exit the print previewer right now and go back to the other screen. Now, when you're actually in the launch preview, sorry, I forgot, you want to click approve book, and then you'll be taken to here and it's going to have your printing cost. So straight off the bat, you are going to have a cost of $2.15. I'm going to go save and continue. So we need to account for that in our profit, right? So if we're going to sell it for $7, $8, $9, we need to remember that it's going to cost us $2, okay? And then we can do all territories worldwide, and then we can actually put up our price of what we want to make. So let's just say $9, and then it's got all of the information here on the royalties and stuff like that. Now, obviously, you're not going to make all of the $9. There are some costs involved, but based on the stats of the other ones that I calculated, they're definitely making over a couple $1,000 per month. So it can be possible. Some are making even a lot more than that. But that's how you go and get your book uploaded to Amazon. You go down here and you go publish your paperback book. Now this is a demo account for this tutorial, so this account is not set up right now, but that's all you do to go and make money online with books. And this is the exact strategy that you can use. And you want to go and use the software BookBolt from bookbolt.io. I will leave a link below. I don't actually have the link or discount yet, but I should get it around about 24 hours after posting this video, and I'll leave a link below. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.